Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back in today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the top we're talking about today. So we're gonna be talking about some DxD episode 6, and I will say I like the new extra Ron doll and that badass attack Zenobia did in the previous episode, and I liked everything about it. Just in case anybody wants to know how I think and feel about the last episode. But in this episode, I mean, really, there's not too much to talk about because it was mostly action and stuff like that, but we did finally get the conclusion to Kyoto's arc, and we are heading back to Kuho Academy. And I gotta say, Ravel Phoenix is joining the crew. Not necessarily joining the house, but she is transferring schools at least, and she might as well be a part of the, group at this point. I mean, I say this at this point, like she's been there and I've seen how she's going to interact with them, but we know who else is she going to hang out with? Just the normal human beings? No, obviously not. She's going to hang out with other devils, and of course Issei, who she, of course, has that tsundere love personality thing going on, persona going on towards Issei is what I should say. Actually, cut the crap. So that's something that we should be excited to see, especially if you're a Ravel Phoenix fan. I mean, she's a cool character. I mean, yeah, cool character. No, but other than that, I do gotta say, Syra Org is awesome. I gotta say, for the ending, Syra Org is really cool. I can't wait to see what's gonna be happening. There. I can't wait to see what's coming next. I mean, we're probably not ready. I mean, the first fight against Syra Org in general was badass with Issei. I mean, it's them going punch for punch. It's really cool, just measuring each other's strength and seeing, hey, can you handle my punch? All right, here's my blow. Can you handle my blow? And that's just cool. It's like a respect thing. And damn, it probably hurt like hell. But other than that, though, let's just actually hop into the content that was in this episode. And I mean, there's some cool things that go down. I mean, we get to see a first generation god, deity per se, right, and Sun Wukong, and we can see how strong he is. How he's just playing with his food, before he ate it, basically. And he didn't eat it, of course. He did not kill them, but he was basically just playing with his food, with his strength, and it's cool to see that because it gives us that power level difference, and that's something that we haven't really gotten to see yet. I mean, Issei's a badass. He's a Red Dragon Emperor. We see him take down strong people, but then we see someone who's just way stronger, than him until he gets a power up or until he has to train and work harder in order to become stronger. So other than that, though, at the same time, we take a look at Sun Wukong coming in and just seeing how, Issei's he's blocking KO's attacks once he gets that new power up. And we see that he can't handle him before he gets that power up. And then we hop into Sun Wukong. He blocks that with one finger, just his fingertip. He blocks the True Long Giantess, and that's an amazing staff. It's an amazing spear. You got to think about that. I mean, so at the same time, we know that's not KO's even true power, and he's strong as shit then. And he is a normal human. You got to put that into perspective. So what his body's able to do and or handle physically is something that's impressive as well. But we hop into what he's about to do after Issei took out his eye, it looked like. He was saying something about the truth, the true idea, and he got caught up with, I can't remember his partner's name for some reason. But he covered his mouth and said, hey, we don't need to be doing that here, right now. So I'm wondering what that's all about, and he is, I'm sure referring to just his true power in general. So how strong is he once he goes balance breaker? That's something that we gotta think about. I mean, is this the end of seeing KO? I don't know. I can't remember what the next arc is actually going to be about. That's something that I'll probably make a separate video on and get back to you guys on that. But we also did get to see Yu Long, and it is cool seeing these Dragon Kings appear. Hopefully get to see some more of their personalities. That's something that I would like to see. I mean, we've heard about them before. I can't speak English, I'm sorry, but now we're actually getting to see them, so that's pretty cool to see. I mean, it's cool seeing the characters that I've I made past DxD videos on coming to the series now that I really don't know much about, except for a small synopsis about their characters. So that's something that's also really cool to see. And I do gotta ask, what do you guys think of Issei's freaking new mode? And modes, I should say. He can transfer between, or he can trade places with people and say, hey, I'm not a pawn, I'm a bishop. Hey, I'm a rook. Hey, I'm a knight. So on and so forth. Can you do the queen? I don't know if he can do the queen at all, but he can do it now without a king's permission. That's huge because Rias isn't always going to be there, and she's going to be fighting her own people. And what if something were to happen to Rias? He'd be screwed, right? And now it doesn't matter. And obviously, they refer to as an illegal move. You're not supposed to just be able to change pieces like that, right? A pawn shouldn't be able to do that, and he's able to do that. It's like a cheating move. So that's something that's really cool to see and hear talked about for sure. I am interested to see his queen mode because I don't think we did get to see that. And it's cool how he has unlimited attributes now. All of his attributes can be maximized, whether it's speed, whether it's strength, whether it's agility, whether it's stamina, stuff like that. Those things can now be maximized to their fullest because whatever his normal form couldn't do, now he can switch to a mode. When he needs that mode, exactly when he needs that mode, and use it whenever he needs to use it. So that's something that is an illegal move because you can do anything. If you're, maybe you need to go all the way down the chessboard. I'm a rook. I'm just to go all the way down. Maybe, you need to hit something at an angle in order to get it. Okay, then he's a bishop. And, hey, maybe I need to be able to be evasive, or maybe I can only, I need to use a move that will help me sneak around somebody, be agile, and then take the piece behind them, and that'd be something that can move in like a G formation and or an L formation, which would be a knight. So yes, I just used all these sayings. Look at the chess piece. I'm using an analogy in a way, right? No, I wouldn't say an analogy, but you guys get what I'm saying here. That's basically what his modes are supposed to represent. Each thing can do a different thing. Each one moves differently. Each one has different attributes. Once again, you have the knight that can move in an L formation and or G. Some people like a G formation. Some people like to call it. And then you have the rook that can go all the way down across the board and back, left to right, and then you have the bishop that can go at angles, which the other pieces cannot. So other than that, guys, sure leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time.